So, okay, we know evil exists. We know people are in danger, and the Dead Sea Scrolls showed us how a lot of people were worried about evil things. A lot of people were trying their best to avoid evil and to live as faithful to God as they could. Right. But where did evil came from? Because apparently it needs to come from somewhere, right? And according to the Dead Sea Scrolls, where did evil came from? How do we know about where the evil came from? And then we get to the second question that is we're trying to answer here is, why should we study Jubilees, right? Jubilees is a very interesting text. It's an ancient Jewish text. And you might be thinking, well, it's not canonical. Well, it is if you were from the Ethiopian church or if you were from the Beta Israel, then Jubilees is canon, and it's called the Lesser Genesis or the Smaller Genesis. And so it is a text that is canonical today. So this text is important today, and this kind of gives us a clue that this text was important in ancient times. This is the first clue about it. We can also think about how we had many copies of Jubilees in the Dead Sea Scrolls. And this is a second clue of why this is important, because the text, if there is many copies in the scrolls, it also means it was important, right? So that's part of why we should pay attention to Jubilees. And Jubilees will tell us part of the story of how evil came to be. Why do we have evil in the world? And how evil was created? We mentioned this a couple of times before, but now we are going to really go deep into it and understand how Jubilees and probably how the Dead Sea Scrolls and the people who may be associated with the Dead Sea Scrolls understood the idea of evil being in the world. So let's read Jubilees 10, 1-2. And in the third week of this Jubilee, the unclean demons began to lead astray the children of the sons of Noah. Right? So we have unclean demons, which always makes me think is there clean demons? Of course not. Sorry, just joking. But so the unclean demons began to lead astray the children of the sons of Noah, right? And to err and destroy them. So they wanted to destroy the children. And the sons of Noah came to Noah, their father, and they told him concerning the demons which were leading astray and blinding and slaying his sons, so the grandsons. And so we know from Jubilees 10 that there is already demons, right? The demons, they are leading astray, which is something that's very often mentioned when we talk about demons and evil beings, is that they lead astray. They take you away from God. And when you are away from God, you don't have the protection of God. We'll see later in this course how people in the Dead Sea Scrolls believed they could get protection and how they believed they could survive these attacks from evil and demons. But so here we know that the children, the sons of Noah, the grandsons, they were being attacked by those demons, and those demons were blinding and slaying those children. So something had to be done about it. This is the answer. Let thy grace be lifted up upon my sons, and let not wicked spirits rule over them, lest they should destroy them from the earth. So Noah was asking for the grace of God, right? So the grace of God should lift their sons and not let the wicked spirits rule over them. So in the previous passage, we saw it, there was they called the unclean demons, and how we have the wicked spirits. Those are probably ways to explain what those evil are and how they are attacking them. And of course, so following this, still in Jubilees, and we are here looking into how Jubilees talks about this. But thou bless me and my sons, that we may increase and multiply and replenish the earth. This is after the flood, so they need to multiply and replenish the earth, but they are being attacked, right? The sons and the children and grandchildren of Noah are being attacked by evil, and so they cannot replenish the earth and multiply if they are being attacked all the way. So that's why Noah is asking God for help. And thou knowest how thy watchers, the fathers of these spirits, act in my day. So now we have the explanation, because we see that the watchers, right, the ones who came and had children with the women, they are the fathers of these spirits, right? So here we have the first account of where the spirits came from, right? They are the children of the watchers and the woman. So they are the bastards. And Noah is reminding how they act in their days. And as for these spirits which are living, imprison them and hold them fast in the place of condemnation, and let them not bring destruction on the sons of thy servant, my God. So Noah is asking God, please imprison the spirits, protect us from those spirits, take those spirits away, because they are destroying the children. And if the children and grandchildren and grandchildren of Noah are destroyed by evil, they cannot replenish the earth. And he continues, for these are malignant and created in order to destroy. So they are created in order to destroy those spirits, those spirits of destruction. They are the children of the watchers, and they will destroy. And let them not rule over the spirits of the living, because they're trying to rule over. Remember, they're trying to take them astray. For thou alone canst exercise dominion over them. And let them not have power over the sons of the righteous from henceforth and forevermore. So Noah is asking God, please, please bind them, imprison them, right? And hold them in this place of condemnation, take them to the pit and keep them there. Do you guys remember when we read the 11 key 11, the apocryphal Psalms, and there was this description of the guy with the horn of illusion, and there was also the description saying that he was born for the pit. So, and there was a bastard, and the bastards are born for the pit. So here it's the same idea that's bringing again and again, and showing us how this idea was important in the spirit, and also showing how they were worried that those would have power of the sons of righteous. And so Noah is asking God to protect them and to take this power away forever. And it continues. And the Lord our God bade us to bind all. So God hears Noah, and he will bind all the spirits, right? He's binding all the spirits. But here is the twist. And the chief of the spirits, Mastema, came and said, Lord, Creator, let some of them remain before me. And you guys might be asking, wait, the chief of the spirits, the Mastema, he can talk to God, and he calls God Creator, because according to Jubilees, he was also created by God. Mastema was created by God. He's with God. And we are going to understand why. So let some of them remain before me, and let them hearken to my voice, and do all that I shall say unto them. So Mastema is asking for control over those spirits. Mastema is asking God to let some of those spirits of the bastards, those wicked ones, to stay with him, so and obey Mastema. For if some of them are not left to me, I shall not be able to execute the power of my will on the sons of men. So Mastema is asking for help. He's saying there is too many people. He cannot do the power of his will or her will. We don't know. It's genderless, actually. So the power of the will of Mastema on the sons of the man, it will be lessened if the spirits don't stay. And you may be asking, why? Why does God need Mastema to do something? And here is the explanation. For these are for corruption and leading astray before my judgment. For great is the wickedness of the sons of the man. So Mastema is asking to the spirit so he can expose the weakness of the sons of the man, right? Mastema is using those spirits to lead astray and corrupt those who are wicked, kind of in a way to expose this weakness and in a way of taking them away and showing their true face, which goes, if we think about the other text that says that everyone can be led away, it also brings us to this idea that humans are fallible. We are not perfect. We are also wicked. And Mastema wants some of the spirits so Mastema can tempt people and can try to get people away, from God, can try to lead people astray. And he says, let the 10th part of them remain before him, and let 9 parts descend into the place of condemnation. Who is saying that? God is saying that. So God allows Mastema to have the 10th part, or like, of the spirits of the bastards. Mastema will have this 10th part, and the rest of it, the nine parts of the whole group of spirits, will go to the place of condemnation, right? So Noah got his prayer answer because the spirits are more controlled, but also God led Mastema to keep some of the spirits and to try to expose weakness among humans and among the people, because weakness was there, is here. Well, yeah, that's the fact. And Jubilees continue. And we did according to all his words, God's words. All the malignant evil ones we bound in the place of condemnation. So they're bound in the place of condemnation. They are in the pit. They won't be able to escape. They won't be able to attack humanity. And a 10th part of them we left that they might be subject before Satan on the earth. So here it says Satan and Mastema are the same. And Satan is here following God's order and having some spirits to follow him and to expose the weakness in the hearts of men. And this is very different. It's not, notice that Satan, the questioning one, the one who is the opposite, he is part of the plan because he needs to do this work of exposing the weakness. And he needs to expose people, and that's why he's being led to have 10% of the spirits. And I know it's different, and I know maybe for some people this is really weird, but this is very, very important to understand how the Dead Sea Scrolls worked, and to understand how this whole battle between evil and good exists. And also to understand how, in a way, when we have those texts saying, remember in the community rule, we have this 2 spirits, that everyone is born with the spirits, the spirit of truth and the spirit of falsehood. And you have to follow one of those. So those spirits are within humans. And there is weakness in humans. And that's why we have those trying to dig out and to show this weakness.
What Bible do you read? And how do you know it's the right one? There's only one version of the Bible, right? It might surprise you to learn that Bible translations led to many versions of Holy Scripture. Long ago, translators interpreted the Hebrew Bible, ensuring it would be enjoyed in many languages. But when they encountered Hebrew words they didn't understand, translators relied on their individual cultural context and used different words with different meanings unrelated to the original ones. This led to Bible versions that lacked the full, beautiful, original explanations becoming part of our history. That's why when you join our online classes, you'll get back to the source of the original Hebrew Bible to uncover hidden meanings. Get back to the source. Join our online course today, where the treasures of the authentic Bible await you. Click on the link and register to start your biblical experience.